The government shutdown was not prevented, and more D.C. crime bills were reported to the House floor. Here are the Neuts. In the Senate, the continuing Appropriations and Extensions Act failed its chamber vote 55 to 45, which has resulted in the shutdown of the federal government as of today, October 1st. We have a video on our page that explains what to expect within a shutdown. Beyond this measure, the Senate passed 4 resolutions. First, condemning the acts of violence on September 10th in Evergreen, Colorado. Second, recognizing Hispanic Heritage Month. The remaining 2 are both designation resolutions. First, National Infant Mortality Awareness Month, and second, National Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Day. In the House, they met for a pro forma session. 5 bills were reported from their committee to the chamber floor. First, the Pearl Act, which establishes a pilot program for U.S. Customs and Border Protection to adopt dogs from local animal shelters to be trained as support dogs. Next, the Common Sense Law Enforcement and Accountability, now in D.C. Act. It would roll back D.C. measures on policing, such as limits on neck restraints, body camera rules, and public access to disciplinary records. Third, an act which vests the president with the authority to appoint the Attorney General for D.C. for a term that aligns with the president's term of office. This appointment would not be subject to confirmation by the Senate. Currently, the AG of D.C. is elected by D.C. voters for a 4-year term. Next, an act that would require mandatory pretrial and post-conviction detention for crimes of violence and require mandatory cash bail for certain offenses that risk public safety or order in D.C. Finally, the Fair and Accountable IRS Reviews Act, which amends the Internal Revenue Code to reform certain penalty and interest provisions. That's your day on the Hill. Follow Neut for clear, fact-based Congress updates.